So, we made it to 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, I never even thought that this would be possible with somebody like me. Not saying that I don't appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much. But I feel like I should do something for you. To thank you. And, well, why don't we do an updated figure collection? That sounds fun. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. We're actually not going to start with any one figure. We're actually going to start off with dioramas. First off, we have the FNAF 1 Office. Most of the dioramas I will be showing are of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. After that, we have Pirate's Cove. I like this one. If you see in there, there's a chest, a pirate's wheel, and a classic skull and crossbones flag. Alright. The next one is the show stage. It's a little bit too dirty, but what can you do? Next off, we have the safe room. There is an axe right here. This is Purple Guy's axe that he used to dismantle the animatronics when he came back. And the final diorama that I will be showing is the back alley from FNAF 6. Sorry to the safe room, but you will be hidden temporarily. So we have mostly all of the FNAF 1 centric locations. So why not we fill these with the figures themselves? And here's all my Five Nights at Freddy's 1 figures. As you can see on the stage, we have Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, and Chica the Chicken. In Pirate's Cove, we actually have a triple threat of Foxy, Fixed Foxy, and Endo 01. And in the office, we have back there's Sparky the dog, Golden Freddy, Stuffed Night Guard. Back there you can see a phone, and this guy. This was made with an Android 13, I think they're called, and this is Ralph, aka Phone Guy. So, those are all my Five Nights at Freddy's 1 figures. Without further delay, let's move on to actually the missing children's incident. Right here on stage with Freddy, you can see Gabriel. With Chica, you can see Susie. And with Bonnie, you can see Jeremy. And then over here with Foxy, there's Fritz. And then over here with Golden Freddy, there's Cassidy. Anyways, that's pretty much all for FNAF 1, so let's actually get on to big figures. Here we have the Big Freddy figure. This guy is pretty cool, along with the Big Bonnie. He's got a very much better guitar than the classic Bonnie figure. That's because this one has the Help Wanted guitar. And once again, before we go on to FNAF 2, you gotta do some more one-offs. Which those are the Freddy Nendoroid, Freddy Fazduck, Bonnie the Duck, Chica the Duck, and Foxy the Pirate Duck. Okay. Yeah. Also, there's the Foxy vinyl statue. There I am back there. Now, let's move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Starting off, we have the toy animatronics. Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica. Oh. Well, there's her extra feature. Her beak can come off. This is going to be very difficult to do with just one hand. And, Toy Foxy. That's not it, because we also have Balloon Boy, which is the mystery mini, and a custom 3D printed puppet figure. I also have another puppet figure that I will probably get after this segment is recorded. Yeah, you just lay down puppet. But also, there is another figure that goes into the toy animatronic category. Up here we have Mangle. This figure looks pretty good, in my opinion. Also down here we also have Charlie, and I found a spot for Puppet. So, yep, here's Mangle. She's got a lot of points of articulation, and I think she looks great. Anyways, next off, we're gonna do the Wizards. Here are the paper pals. Anyways, let's go on to the Wizards. Here we have Withered Freddy. Then we have Withered Bonnie. It's very difficult to do with just one hand. Withered Chica and a custom withered cupcake. And here, Withered Foxy. And Withered Golden Freddy. Next off, we're gonna do Easter eggs and hoaxes. Oh yeah, here's the two night guards of FNAF 2, Jeremy Fitzgerald and Fritz Smith. Now we are gonna move on to Easter eggs. Starting off with a custom 3D printed Shadow Freddy figure. And then we have RWQ FSFASIC. And then we have this guy. I know a lot of people like to call him Cake Bear, but I don't like that name, so I'm gonna call him Freddy's original name, Freddy Bear. And then we have Endo 02, JJ, and then some crying children. There's 5 of them. And I think this is the only hoax animatronic that I have from FNAF 2. Golden Toy Freddy. So, yeah, that's all for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, let's move on to, I guess, either FNAF 3 or Fredbear's. Alright, so I decided that before FNAF 3, I'll just do basic Fredbear's. First off, Fredbear. The one who started it all. And then over here, we have Spring Bonnie. And then an old version of Spring Bonnie. Instead of using a tie-dye Springtrap as the base, I used a tie-dye Bonnie, I'm pretty sure. So that's why this Spring Bonnie and this Spring Bonnie look kind of different. Also, this is more of a movie Spring Bonnie, even though he doesn't look like the actual movie Spring Bonnie. This is just what I based it off of. So, anyways, let's move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Starting off in FNAF 3, we actually have William Afton. He will be further back into the safe room. Now let's actually move on to FNAF 3, finally. Starting off FNAF 3, we have Springtrap. Dang it. Springtrap. And then we have Phantom Freddy. And over here, Phantom Chica and Phantom Cupcake. Then over here we have Phantom Foxy. This one's the most worst for wear. Then we have Phantom Balloon Boy. I think that's getting covered up, but he deserves it. Phantom Puppet. And up here we have Phantom Mangle. Oh yeah, here's a FNAF 1 Shadow Freddy. This is actually just classic Shadow Freddy. It was originally movie Shadow Freddy, but I decided I'll make him more accurate to the games. So, that would be it for FNAF 3, but we have FNAF 3 Hoaxes. Oh yeah, and 8-bit purple guy. Starting off the Hoaxes section of FNAF 3 is Phantom Bonnie. Phantom Bonnie. And then we have Salvage. He'll go down here. And then next off we have Withered Toy Freddy, Withered Toy Bonnie, Withered Toy Chica, and Chrome Freddy. So yeah, that's all for FNAF 3. You can see them all back there, and here's Phantom Mangle and David Purple Guy. So yeah, now we're going to be moving on to FNAF 4, and yeah. Before we move on to FNAF 4, we're going to do some props. We have the Foxy ending lamp, the Foxy lamp from actually in-game. Okay, you can just go under there, look at them, and go do some fools. We have the Chica ending lamp, Freddy ending lamp, the Bonnie ending lamp, and an extra Phantom Cupcake. So yeah, that's actually all for FNAF 3. Now we can move on to FNAF 4. Alright, now we're moving on to FNAF 4. Starting off with Nightmare Freddy and his Freddy. Next off, now normally, in the last collection, I would have just moved on to Nightmare Fredbear, but I ordered some bootleg FNAF 4 figures. So we have Nightmare Bonnie, and then we have Nightmare Chica. All of them have fixed joints because the original figures' joints were kind of shite. Gonna probably bleep that out in recording, but whatever. And then we have Nightmare Foxy, Plush Trap. Shoot. There's Plush Trap. Then we have Nightmare Fredbear. New and improved Nightmare Fredbear. He is so much better than the old one. That old one sucked. It sucked. It sucked. And then, before we get on to the big bad, here we have Evan Afton. I know his name is probably not Evan. Oh, his name is probably Dave or something, but I don't like that name, so Evan. Then we have Fredbear and Spring Bonnie plush. I should probably put him with Help Wanted, but I decided to put him here since, you know, why not? And then we have Nightmare. This guy is sick. So those are all of the base game FNAF 4 characters. So now let's move on to the Halloween edition. So next up we have the Halloween edition, starting off with Jacko Bonnie. Then we have Jacko Chica. Then we have Nightmare Balloon Boy. Nightmare Mangle up here with FNAF 1 leg because I don't have any more Nightmare Foxy legs, bootleg Nightmare Foxy legs, and Nightmarian, which I'm not sure how I'm going to display him. That works, I guess. Anyways, let us move on to Sister Location. I forgot something from FNAF 3. I forgot this Phantom Chica head. And, this, 8-bit cupcake, minigame thing. So, yeah. Starting off Sister Location, we have Circus Baby. There we go. And then we have Ballora, aka Dancy Dance. And then we have Funtime Foxy. And then Funtime Freddy and Born. And then we have the big bad of Sister Location, Ennard. Which, don't worry, this is a bootleg. I do not have the original Ennard, despite these Sister Location figures being official. And this thing, the mini arenas are more annoying than Balloon Boy, I swear. You go under there. And then we have Bonnet, also made from a bootleg Funtime Freddy. You'll see what the bootleg Funtime Freddy was used for later in the collection. And then we have a custom Lolbit. Then we have down here, we have I'm not re-recording this, so you'll just see the bottom. Okay. We have Elizabeth. Then Michael, pre-scoop. And then Zombie Michael. Okay, you do that. last figure we have for sister location is Dark Springtrap. That seems really unstable. I should probably reorganize these in another take. But that's all for sister location. Then we move on to FNAF 6. Lego. We're actually going to be starting off with miscellaneous characters, because that just feels right. First off, we have Helpy. And then we have, oh goodness, Security Puppet. Minigame, specifically. Candy Cadet. Move these two closer to Helpy. And Logbook Chica. Now we can actually get on to the main stars of the show. While I was reorganizing, a disaster struck, and Candy Cadet suffered the most fatal damage. Security Puppet has been put there as punishment, but let's move on to the actual figures in FNAF 6. First things first, we have Pig Patch. And then we have Orville Elephant. My good friend Orville. And then from Rockstar's Assemble, we have Rockstar Freddy and Rockstar Foxy, who will probably be the worst to stand because of his peg leg. Yep, as expected. And finally, we have the only complete animatronic set that I have in action figure form. Posh Pizzeria. We have Funtime Chica. Funtime Chica. L Chip. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. He'll go over here. Music Man! Now we can finally use this back alley. Yes. First things first, we got Molten Freddy. Oh goodness, he is super tall. Then we have Scrap Trap. Scrap Baby. And finally, Lefty. We'll go back here. So yeah, those are all the scraps. And down here, this is Henry Emily. Now we move on to Ultimate Custom Night. I moved Music Man down a little bit. Anyways, now we're moving on to Ultimate Custom Night. First off, we have Fredbear. And then we have Ignited Springtrap, aka Ultimate Custom Night Afton. This is my interpretation of Ultimate Custom Night Afton. It would make much more sense for him to be a version of Scrap Trap, considering he was in the Scrap Trap suit when he died, actually. And that's all for Ultimate Custom Night, actually. Yeah, only 2 characters from Ultimate Custom Night, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there weren't a lot of Ultimate Custom Night exclusive characters. So now let's move on to everything that came after, aka the Steel Wool era. Actually, first we are going to do Fazbear's Frights. We have Pit Spring Bonnie. Yes, I know this was the one from the game, but I don't care. Also, Into the Pit is one of my favorite FNAF games now. And here's the fate of the bootleg Funtime Freddy. Count the Ways Funtime Freddy. All I did was improve his paint and splatter a lot of black paint all over him. And yeah, kind of a sloppy custom, but whatever. It works for who Count the Ways Funtime Freddy is. Now we can move on to the Steel Wool era of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oceana is where the series should have ended. Moving on from Fazbear's Frights, we have Help Wanted 1. First things first, we have Spring Trash, aka Help Wanted Springtrap. That model really sucks, and you might be wondering, what is this? How is this different from Funko Springtrap? This is Funko Springtrap. That's the point. Funko Springtrap also kind of looks bad. The mold is great, but the colors are shit. God dang it, I gotta bleep a lot of this out. And then we have Help Wanted Phantom Foxy. Yeah. Anyways, enough dawdling around. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, Glitch Trap. I don't know what he is anymore. Alright, now we're moving on to Curse of Dreadbear, which we have only 3 characters. Thank God. We have Dreadbear, which is a repaint of the Funko figure, because the original Funko figure was mint green for some reason, and I don't know why. Next off, we have Grim Foxy, which is another repaint. Oh. Captain Foxy doesn't have his leg. One sec. Oh yeah, speaking of, here is Captain Foxy. Pretty cool. And the final thing from Help Wanted 1 is the Help Wanted mobile port. Literally nobody knows this exists, except for me. And this is where we got Princess Quest Glitch Trap, aka Afton's Amalgamation, or whatever. Yeah. I'm just gonna skip right along to, Help Wanted 2, instead of, doing AR and Security Breach, because I have a lot of characters from AR and Security Breach. That is going to be very, very painful. So yeah, Help Wanted 2 up next. Starting off in Help Wanted 2, we have Carney. Honestly, one of my favorite characters from Help Wanted 2. I don't know why he exists, but he exists, and I'm glad he exists. And then we have his fucking leg is cracked. What? Jacko Sun, or Jacko Moon, or whatever. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's all I have from Help Wanted 2, actually. Now we can get on to the game that was actually better than Security Breach. AR. Starting off, we have the Seasonal Quartet, as I like to call them. We have Freddy Frostbear, Shamrock Freddy, and moving over here, we have Chocolate Bonnie, and Easter Bonnie. Next off, we're gonna go on to Arcade Mayhem. Kicking off an event done right, we have VR Toy Freddy and his very angry counterpart, Livewire Toy Freddy. Thank you, Funko, for giving us a name for this guy. And then we have High Score Toy Chica with Pixelated Cupcake, or 8-bit Cupcake. And then we have System Error Toy Bonnie. And finally, one of my oldest customs that is still somehow surviving, 8-bit Baby, who is made of cardboard. Alright, next off, we'll go on to the Toxic Wasteland event, plus 4th of July. You know, a lot of strange choices were made with the AR wave. First things first, we have Radioactive Foxy. He'll just be teetering on the edge. That is not safe for him. And then we have Toxic Springtrap. This is a repaint of the Funko figure because, again, the Funko figure looked pretty bad. And then we have Firework Freddy. And it's the statue of Liberty Chica. Next up, we're gonna go on to Sizzling Summer. And then we have Scorching Chica. Put her right back there. And he was set on fire again. He can never catch a break. Burning Springtrap, or Flaming Springtrap? Yeah, Flaming Springtrap. Sorry about that. And now we'll move on to the rest of these skins from AR, which are in no particular order. I guess there is some order to this section. We have the Winter Wonderland event, which I have made Black Ice Frost Bear, and then we have Arctic Ballora. I don't have a Frost Plush Trap or Frostbite BB. So let's move on to the second Easter event. We have Chocolate/Candy Freddy, Chocolate Chica, Melted Chocolate Bonnie, an overhated skin just because he reuses Jack O'Bonnie's animations. And finally, we have Blackheart Bonnie. As I said previously, this wave had a lot of strange design choices. Like, we got the Arcade Mayhem toy animatronics, but not the original toy animatronics. Both Radioactive Foxy and Blackheart Bonnie have endos, literal endoskeleton figures, but they never released a standalone endoskeleton figure. And why does Firework Freddy have his own head mold that is very accurate? Like, Freddy Frostbear has this too. Yeah, I probably will never understand the choices made during this wave. So, whatever. I guess I won't understand it. Oh yeah, also, here's an unfinished Magician Mangle. I'm not counting this one because it is unfinished. But, yeah. Magician Mangle. Now, we get on to one of the worst Funko waves, and honestly, one of the worst FNAF games. Security Breach. let's go. Actually, let's just do Secret of the Mimic first, because there's literally only one figure I have from that game. Jackie. If you're expecting me to make a Jackie's box joke, I'm not going to, because that song is suck. So yeah. Now we can move on to Security Breach, actually. Now, I actually tried to fix the Funko figures for Security Breach. Emphasis on tried. I really need to do a second attempt on these guys, but first things first, we have Glamrock Freddy. Put him all the way back there. Again, okay, so I apologize to all actual Security Breach fans, but after thinking about the game a lot, I just did not like it. And then we have Glamrock Chica. Okay, Arctic Laura, you can just fall, that's fine. And then we have Montgomery Gator. And then Roxanne Wolf. Sun, which is an actually good Funko figure. And then we have Moon. Then we have Wasted Potential, the character, aka Vanny. And then next off, we have Glamrock Endo, who is missing a foot. Gotta find that. That works, I guess. And then we have some bootlegs, which are Shattered Chica, Shattered Roxy, and then Shattered Monty. Oh gosh, they're all falling. I'll pick the recording back up once I figure out this. Okay, I'll just deal with the endoskeleton situation later. So, for now, we have the Mimic. Oh yeah, here's a blob head. He did have a body, but I wasn't satisfied with it, so I got rid of it. Alright, now we can move on to Ruin. Yay! Starting off, we have Glamrock Bonnie. Okay. And then we have Ruined Chica. Ruined Monty. Which this is a custom figure, if you can tell. And then we have Eclipse. Then Shattered Roxy. Or, no, Ruin Roxy. And then Ruin Freddy. And finally, shoot, the Mimic! Okay, next off, we have the FNAF movie. We have Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, ow, Chica the chicken with Mr. Cupcake. Foxy the pirate fox. Golden Freddy, or Yellow Bear, or whatever you'd like to call him. Mike. One second. Yeah, Mike. Vanessa. Oh. One moment. Sparky the dog. Shoot. There we go. Then next off we have Shreddy Faz Chair. I like that name too much. And finally, we have the Yellow Rabbit. She will go right there. Should probably move old Shreddy here, like over here or something. Yeah. Alright, now let's move on to Funko Originals. Well, actually, I only have one set of Funko Originals, which is Christmas. We have Santa Freddy, Elf Bonnie, Snow Chica, Gingerbread Foxy, and finally, Nutcracker Foxy. He is an actual nutcracker. Not a very good nutcracker, but he's a nutcracker. He will crack your nuts. Anyways, now let's move on to the final category of figures, which are FNAF fan games, starting off with Five Nights at Candy's. First off, we have Candy the cat. Oh, yeah. Candy the cat. And his sister, ow, Cindy. Next off, we'll move on to Final Nights 2. Starting off Final Nights 2, we have Burnt Freddy. None of these guys are going to be able to stand. Burnt Bonnie. Bro is literally just a torso and a leg. Burnt Chica. And Burnt Foxy, which is the most stylized one out of the bunch. So yeah, they're all dead. Next off, we have The Joy of Creation. Starting off The Joy of Creation, we have Ignited Freddy, then we have Ignited Bonnie, Ignited Chica, Ignited Foxy, Inner Freddy, definitely one of my favorite customs from The Joy of Creation, and the last one from Joy of Creation, we have Creation himself. gonna pose him, and then we can move on to FNAF in real time. Going on to FNAF in real time, we have Donovan Sheehan, Donovan Duck. Technically, this is the Springlock suit from Sister Location, but I clearly made the design off of Donovan Duck. And finally, probably one of the most disappointing characters to come from a fan game, Brother. Which, I like his design, but admittedly he didn't do much in the game. Mostly just an Easter egg. So I'm gonna reorganize these guys, and then we can get on to the last category, which is just general fan-made characters. First things first, made with a spare chocolate chica I had, we have question mark, aka just Shadow Chica. Focus, phone, focus, focus. There we go. And then we have a character made by Big Boss Productions, Fred. And finally, the last character we have is... No. We're not doing this again. Bear 5. Bear 5, you go right over here. And so, there we have it. This is my whole FNAF action figure collection. Everything from Five Nights at Freddy's, Secret of the Mimic, and fan games. This was a huge video to make, but I don't feel like I've thanked you guys enough. So, to really thank you guys, time for the face reveal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.